Welcome back to Codix-Pro Coding with Scratch. Today I'll be showing you how to detect the time. For example, this could be used for making day mode, night mode, and even screen limits. So first, let's start off with creating a project. So here we have a clean project. Just to add in a game, let's just make a quick simple clicker game. So if you just put when green flags clicked, go to 0, 0. Then when the sprites clicked, hide. And go to random position. Then wait 1 second. And then show. Then let's just make a quick score. Delete my variable block, variable. Then you'll change score by 1. And since this cat is a bit big, let's just change this to a 75. Or let's just keep this and then remake this into an apple. Delete these ones. So you have an apple now. Then you can do that. Let's just show score. So we have score 2. And now, for example, you wanted to add the actual time. So we want to first click in the backdrop section. Then if you wanted it to change the background color, let's just change this to a very dark grey, which nearly looks like black. And then we can change this one, duplicate this, and then apple. Let's just name this to Apple Night. Then we ungroup this, then select the back one, then set the fill to white. And then it will look like that. Although it looks like a cherry, let's make this more grey. Like that. Then we will actually start making the code. So something that could really help us with here. So we'll go onto the backdrop, and then we'll put when green flags clicked, forever, if, and another if. I usually don't use if else because in cases of a third one, you have to use 3 of these, not 1 of these. So I recommend you using this way, and then you can also do different options. So if time, so we'll have this block here, current hour. Then if you just show the actual current hour, so you click here and then show and then switch back to year, which is that. And so the hour here is 8 of the morning. So if it's 8 of the night, so 8 of the morning, you could still count that. So I would put if current hour equals is greater than, I'll choose 6 because then it'll start getting quite dark. So if current hour is greater than 6, switch backdrop to, let's just rename this to black. Make a clean one. Name this day. So switch backdrop to black. And then if current hour, actually for this one, for this case you could actually change this to if else. If else, switch, duplicate this, switch to day. So right now it's greater than 6 because it's 8. But for example, when it gets to 12, it'll become 1 and it's not greater than 6. So we can change this to a broadcast now. Broadcast message. Night. Then duplicate this today. Then when I receive night, I mean day, switch costume to apple and duplicate this. If I receive night, switch costume to apple night. So since it's like this, we can also change this bit here and group this, then just get the same fill. Then you can still play the game because it's just by costumes. So, but also if you didn't want it to like stay till 12, I would recommend still make it stay to 12 because then it will just make it easier. So for example, if I actually like change, if I just make a quick test, so if you just make a variable called test, then you set test, for example, to 1. Okay, so test is 1, and then if you put this here instead of this, it will still become the day, so that's good. So at least that's a test to show if it's working or not. But if I straight put the current hour and current hour off, it already switches, so that's good. And now, for example, if you want to make a time limit, here's the thing. So if you just delete this, okay. Also delete the test variable because we don't need it. And also hide the current hour because we won't need it now. So right now we got this. Let's just switch this all the way back to Apple. You can delete this. So now we have our simple click game again. And now, if you want to make a time limit, let's just say we'll make a new sprite called time limit. So first you use a color fill. Let's just use this like orangish color. Then we don't want to use the shift because we're going to make a perfect square, and we don't want that for this one because warnings don't usually have like a square shape. Yeah, so that should be good. And then we're going to write in this color 1 hour has passed. Do you want to continue? Okay, so let's just gush this up into like a piece. We can so to make it perfect, you want to grab this and then you can like put it like this. Now we can make it way bigger and then center it. First let's center the actual rectangle so that it can become perfect. When it snaps to the grid, that means it's in the middle. Then we'll do this. So we'll actually hide this this thing first. So when green flag's clicked, hide. Then you also have to reset time. So yeah. Then forever, let's just duplicate the one green flag's clip one. Forever, if timer equals. Now, first, if you actually show the timer, so if you see they are actually in seconds, so what we first need to know is how many seconds is in 1 hour. So for this you'll have to do 60 times 60. So, how many seconds in 1 hour is 3,600 seconds. So when the timer equals 3,600, and then if you also show the timer again, it has 3 digits. So like this. Then show and then reset timer again so that it can keep warning you in each time, in each hour. So then, obviously we can't test it now, but if you play the game for actually 1 hour, it would work. So if you reset timer, then it's going to repeatedly change the timer, and so we have to hide the thing as first. So if you actually show the timer, it's on this second because it just because we just clicked the green flag. This is the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you on the next one. Bye.